Welcome back to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. This is a collective reading for May 2024, and it's titled Sacred Journey. So we've been through a lot in April, well, March and April with the equinox, the lunar eclipse, and the solar eclipse. So May is kind of that stepping out, that beginning of where we're going to go next. And we've got this snake that's in somewhat of like a spiral, a cycle, right? Of healing, of regeneration. And then I find it interesting because it almost looks like it's crowned with peacock feathers, kind of like, the intuitive eye, the divine, the sacred you, right? The peacock's proud of where he's come, what he's gotten through. And so kind of that way of displaying yourself in full regalia, which is kind of cool. And 26 converts to an 8 in numerology, which talks about manifestation, what you're creating. And yeah, below that, they're saying take this one, worlds within worlds. So the concept is that we live in different dimensions, or we create different dimensions. There's different versions of us. And in this particular dimension here on planet Earth right now, what kind of new world, new thing are you trying to create for yourself within your own life? And that's uplifting to the collective, right? Because when we move and create in a positive way, that has an impact on everyone else. We have in numerology the 55 card, which says adventure. This talks about change. It also converts to a 10, but 5 is all about that whole thing of exploration, exploring, shifting. What's that going to look like? And a 10 is about new beginnings. So, and bottom of the deck, we have a 3. This is creativity, co-creating, your higher self, the divine, you with another person, right? And the universe. What are you creating for yourself? And what's that going to look like? They said, take the next one. We have 22, intuition, right? Twos are about balance. They're also about duality, as above, so below, being in harmony, but listening to your intuition. And that card actually comes out in the reading. Know that you are limitless. We have a lot of 2s in this reading. Here's another 2, which is 20. Limitless being. Your thoughts, no matter how small, how minute, or how big and grandiose, they're all a thing, and you are limitless in what you can create. Celebration. And here we have this seed that's now that's blooming, right? We are creating. The seeds were planted maybe, or if not, they certainly should be, because we're going to develop them into something that blooms for us. And it can be more than one area. It can look, in a variety of ways, but celebrate that you've gotten this far, and this new beginning's like, when they would build a new ship, and they would, have the champagne to like christen it. This is kind of like the christening, the celebration christening, the new you. Yes, and coming from a place of unconditional love. Tuning into the heart chakra, the crown, and the divine, the downloads, the wisdom. We also have all of this blue, speaking your truth, as well as the idea of the waters. Waters talk about emotions, intuition, but me being more in tune in that particular frequency. Maintain your positive state. This is really important, because as we create something new, whether your prayers and intentions go out to the whole collective, the planet, or yourself, maintaining a positive state is important. Why? 2024 is going to have a lot of reveals, a lot of upheavals, a lot of things coming to light that are uncomfortable. And positivity doesn't necessarily mean like agreeing with it, but having love and for compassion for whatever is happening, because that is necessary to get us where we are now. How can you look at something that's uncomfortable in a positive manner? What kind of lesson, what kind of wisdom are you gaining from it? and maintaining your own positive state, not tapping into the drama, the chaos, the whatever that's going on, staying in your own lane. And we also have past life experience. So something about, and I see the spirals, here we've got this balance again. Um, Past life experience, things that you've had perhaps in a past life, the wisdom, the knowledge that comes to that, you may be accessing, or it may be revealed to you to assist you at this point of your journey. And one of the things that also came out was it's kind of like reclaiming your power. Now, whatever that is, I don't know. Could be a power of voice, could be a power of action, could be a power of knowledge or a gift that you might have that's going to assist you in manifesting whatever this new sacred journey is, whatever this adventure is for you, whatever it is you're trying to create. From the Goddess deck, we have Green Tara. This talks about salvation. This talks about that your needs will always be met. The thing to remember is that your needs aren't necessarily what you think they should be. A lot of times they will come in a way that is for your highest good. It just isn't always packaged the way you had thought. Why? Because you had expectations, you made assumptions. Know that the universe is in control, and having compassion with yourself in that process is really important. We also have Gaia that came out. How are you working with the planet, the collective? Gaia is also about birthing something, nurturing something. So part of that birthing process is what is blossoming, what it is you're creating in this new path, this new segment of your path journey. It can literally also be how you're helping Gaia. Do you recycle? When you see trash, do you pick it up and put it away? Do you help put bird seed out maybe, or water? Like I like to have water out for my little bees because they get thirsty. And when we've been having periods of drought, how are you working with Gaia? And know that she's just as much a collaborator in this as you are. But how are you nurturing her? How are you caring for her? And that even goes to like appreciating her, having gratitude for her. And then we have the Morgan, death and magic. So coming out of the March April tunnel of eclipses and the equinox and so on, there are things that have had to be released. And I feel like most of you have released those things. There may be a little sweeping out the door yet, but that is preparing you for the magic that you're going to access. The things that were maybe blocked, that were not coming in or occurring because there was something that had to be let go, cleared out in order to make room for the new. So this talks to me about the completion of a cycle again, right? The death and then the rebirth. And then that magic is almost those moments of, some people call them miracles, glimmers, but the beautiful little things, abundances that are here to make themselves known to you, to yeah, the magic. They're saying that there's also hidden things, hidden gifts that you may have that are coming to light. And that's part of your magic. They haven't come online yet because something had to be released or die in order, a part of you had to die out of a cycle in order from this new revelations, new openings, new activations to occur. Hmm, very good. And the bottom of the deck, we had illusion, which is Maya. Yes, this talks about letting go of illusions, things that you have released. This makes sense why Morgan is here. Things that have been released, illusions you had, maybe excuses you had made, things you kept putting up with but were actually making you miserable. That has been released or needs to be finished in the releasing of it. They're going like this to let go. Yes, open your psychic senses. So you're being asked to listen to your heart, your soul, your intuition, and allow that to guide you more so than the logic aspects of things. Spirit of place, being in nature, being in the moment, being present is very important right now. Not worrying about the past, certainly letting go of that. It is what it was. It's done. You couldn't get here without it. So release it. Don't stay in a cycle hung up on it. And the future, we don't know exactly what that's going to look like. We only know what's lit right in front of us. We can set our basic intentions and then allow the universe to bring in what's supposed to happen and be present so that you're able to fully enjoy and experience what's in the now, what's being given to you right now. That's the most important because tomorrow is never promised. We also have storm fields. This talks has two messages for some, so take what resonates, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Storm fields talk about storms being cleared, things being cleared. Like the storm is the biggest part, maybe, of some of your challenges. Those storms are going away, they're being cleared. This also talks about storms coming as a collective on the planet. So from a bigger standpoint, there are more storms headed, but you have what it takes to get through that, to navigate it. And I'm also hearing the storm is also about your power. You have more power than you realize, and that 9 is talks also about wish fulfillment. Interesting. And what's interesting also, excuse me, I'm getting a tickle in my nose. Yeah, it means I'm supposed to pay attention to this. Okay, there are flowers here on the path. So the storm, there's the house, it's moving back past, but there's flowers. It's like follow the yellow brick road, except it's black and white. It's the duality, right? So know that those storms, that storm that maybe is within you is the power. That may be something that's also being activated. And yes, bottom of the deck, we have metamorphosis. So this metamorphosis, the emulsified caterpillar that's birthing, into the butterfly. The butterfly is coming out. That's here. So this is a big transformation. The shift is kind of being, the last of the shift is being completed as we go into the beginning of May. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah, boundaries. What is not yours to carry? Maybe that's the last of what these storms have been, possibly. These things that have, I hear dust devil, that have caused a little havoc or whatever it is. If it's not yours, if it's their issue, their response to you speaking your truth or you being in your truth, that's not for you to carry. That is their issue. Peace out. We're not going there, right? And that's where those boundaries come in. You can love them, you can have, great love for them, but enough is enough. And so be sure that you're not taking on things that are not yours. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you, which kind of goes back to what we were talking about, that everything you need is inside, and what that's going to look like when it comes out. We also have I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. So this is kind of interesting. You have a plan. You have a plan that you technically signed up for before you came down here. So the fated life, fate means like you don't have a lot of control in that, what's fated, versus destined, versus the destiny of life. Destiny is whatever is your destiny. So there's an interesting connection and correlation between fate and destiny. Some of the fate are things you definitely are to do. You are to complete. And if you get off the path, you'll be redirected. Some of what you're here to do is not in the hands of the fates per se, but they may be giving you choices and options to this theme, to this thing you signed up for, that you get to make a choice about how you want to meet that destiny. So the big part of this is just staying open to what is given to you when it occurs. Check in with yourself. Does it align? Does it align with you? Yes? Yes. Then go for it. If it doesn't, no, sorry, that's not quite right. And stay the course. Yeah, baby steps on the bottom of the deck. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So being in alignment is different than things making sense. Making sense means you want your logical mind to confirm whatever it is you're doing. They're saying if you've got that nickel or nudge or you're feeling drawn to it, take a baby step towards it. That is what you're supposed to do. That is where you need to ahead. And you know that maybe in a logical sense, it does not make sense, but you can tell because it feels different. So that's part of this journey is starting to move out and take a step at a time. Yes, we also have what you need to release, waning moon. If there's anything left that you need to release, now's the time to do it. Yes, we have show the world the real you. You are limitless. You are perfect. You are divine, just the way you are. And if people don't get that, that's their issue. But you are to be in your authentic self at this point. And whoever gets it, great, come along for the ride. Whoever doesn't, love you, laters. They're not meant to continue. Your dreams need a practical plan. And this also was, we talked about the soul plan. So whatever it is that you're wanting to create, whatever it is the seeds you plant that you want to nurture, you need to have a little bit of a plan for that. Now, do you have to have it all thought out? No, but you need to have a plan to take that, they're saying, first step. So what is that first step going to be? Maybe it's research, which is funny because now I see we have Melchizedek on the bottom of the deck. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So that may be what that is. The plan is you need to go within and kind of work out some of those things. Maybe it's a workshop, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a YouTube video, whatever that is, but that is needed, you'll be guided to because you're going to be drawn to it. And then that's part of what is to assist you in making this plan for a first step or steps in whatever it is you're trying to nurture and create. Cernunnos, life force, express your driving passion. So a lot of things that light you up are being activated at this time. That energy is coming in, and that you're passionate about. What is that? And we have Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Crow medicine. So speaking your truth, being your authentic self, not worrying about who doesn't agree with you or what they have to say. These lilies talk about rebirth. This is your rebirth, and nobody's living your life for you. I'm just saying. So why worry about what they think? They're not doing this for your benefit, right? All right. So to finish out this reading for the beginning of May, I'm going to the keys to the 13 Universal Laws deck. This is an oracle deck I designed. The link's below at GameCrafter if you're interested in purchasing. It doesn't require any special rules. You could just pull one, shuffle them, let them fly out, whatever you want to do. But they provide guidance, and they use it incorporates sacred geometry, but the universal laws, which people will say are 12, but there's actually a 13th, and it's love, and it governs everything. So let's see what we have for the beginning of May for 2024. So we first have the key to change. You are your own key to the change. It is time. It is time. All right. Yeah, sometimes the key to change is discomfort. So if anything that needs clearing, that's uncomfortable or has provided discomfort, that's what we need to finish out. It's going to facilitate the change. Yeah, key to passion. What are you passionate about, and what is that step or plan that you're creating to do so? Yes, key to knowledge and education. So there may be some things that you need to delve into, research, or it's also maybe a past life. We were talking about experience. There may be some hidden knowledge that comes to light. You have an epiphany, aha moment, vision, dream time that's providing this. But either way, whatever this path is, the segment of your path, it can also be providing you the knowledge and education. So I see that kind of in partnership, right? Yeah, the key to manifesting. The key to manifesting. And we've had that. Wherever you're at this point, it's time to move. It is time to finish spring cleaning and move a step ahead. And it's it's also the key to risk taking. There may seem, yeah, and the key to the journey or travel is taking that risk, whatever that is, or whatever that looks like, right? So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Create your own sacred journey and see where it's going to take you. There are no wrong answers, right? If you need a reading, reach out on my website or drop me an email. If you want some frequency jewelry, be happy to custom design you something. But thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.